Hi guys, I'm Norman from the Random Burrito, where we talk about books, food, gaming, pop culture, and anything under the sun. So if that sounds like your thing, please like and subscribe. And I'm joined again by our friend Tom. Hi
guys, I'm back. Okay.
So fresh from our discussion from the graphic novel Wonder Woman, The Witching Hour, I'm here again with another graphic novel. This is the second one that I bought. It's Aeon Colfer's Artemis Fowl. So this is the first of 8 books in the series. So Tom, can you tell me what have you heard about Artemis Fowl, or what do you know about Artemis Fowl?
Actually, I haven't really known about Artemis Fowl, but I think it's an interesting series because some of my friends have read it. But although I wasn't personally interested in reading the books during the past years, but I have seen the trailer from Disney, right?
Yeah,
and I think I'm gonna give it a shot before the movie will be released.
Yes, it's still a long time before the movie will be released anyway, so you have time to catch up. So this is the first series, and Artemis Fowl is the titular character. He is the son of a mafia lord, and their family is going down a downward spiral. His mom is not in a good mental state. His dad is in bad health. Their family wealth is in danger. So, being the sole heir of their mafia empire, he takes matters into his own hands. And instead of going for world domination or crashing the world market, he targets fairies.
Ooh, why fairies?
So he learned of the secret of the fairies one time, and the book that he's holding, this is an important tome or an important artifact for the fairies, and it's written in the ancient fairy language. And somehow he managed to get a hold of it, and with the help of computers and his own logic, he is really intelligent. He was able to decode it and find a way to exploit the fairy system, and he was able to managed to kidnap a fairy actually, and hold ransom for her. So this is like a modern take on our fairy tale creatures. So leprechauns. So here they're like recons. So reconnaissance units. So imagine gnomes and dwarves and fairies, but in military outfits.
The book series doesn't only focuses on the fairies, but on dwarves and elves.
Yeah, a lot of mythical creatures actually. So it's very interesting for me. These are ancient creatures, and these are creatures of folklore, and you're giving them a modern skin. So whenever you do a modern spin on things, I think that's really that's worth reading for me. And Artemis Fowl kind of reminds me of Tony Stark because he's rich, but he doesn't rely on his gadgets. He relies on his wits and his loyal servants to help him out.
Intelligence.
Yes.
So he's kind of like an older version of Jimmy Neutron.
Yes.
Kind of like that character.
You're such a 2000s kid. But yeah, if you have thought of the phrase evil genius, then Artemis Fowl would be considered an evil genius. I mean, he's not evil per se. That's another thing that I like about the series. They tend to blur what's good, what's bad, and try to question morality, and does the end really justify the means? Because just like any child, Artemis Fowl wants to have a normal family. He wants the family to be back together, but the way he achieves it is very dubious and questionable, to say the least.
I'm kind of curious, since you mentioned that Artemis Fowl has a lot of mythical creatures. Can you elaborate further about the magic systems?
Yeah, so the creatures themselves are magical, so they are innately magical, and they have at least for the fairies, they have hierarchy that they follow, and one of the fairy that he kidnaps is the first female fairy that they recruited in the force. So it was such a big deal, and I think it says a lot about society. It's a narrative on society as well, and for me, it's a perfect read for teenage kids. Even if you're way beyond your teenage years, if you want to be fascinated again by fairy tales and magic, then I recommend that you read Artemis Fowl, the series and the graphic novel. It's distributed by Disney, so it has a really distinct Disney vibe to it. It's that wholesome, entertainment for the whole family. So I hope you guys check it out, and I really do hope the movie will give justice because sometimes it's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
But if you want to get on the Artemis Fowl train, then the first book is just Artemis Fowl, and the graphic novel is for the first novel as well. So get on the Artemis Fowl train, and hope you enjoy reading it as much as I did. And I guess that's a wrap. Thank you, and ciao.